Earnestly Podcast here. Welcome back, Sir Denny Blanco of the Into the Game podcast on the Cruz Control Network. Denny, perfect timing to be on this show today.
It's a lot. It's a lot going on.
A lot to unpack, a lot to talk about. Basketball in the corner. We got the blockbuster yesterday. Mr. Damian Lillard. Unfortunately for me, being a Heat fan, that's what it is. Milwaukee. It's Milwaukee. It's a team with an M, not Miami though.
There you go. There you go.
Milwaukee. I mean, this trade. I discussed it with my buddy Zach last time on the podcast. As a rapid reaction. Give me your thoughts on this, man. Because I mean, it's 3-team trade. It's Phoenix. It's Portland.
Phoenix, Portland
against Drew Holiday. They get DeAndre Ayton, a pick swap, a first-round pick, a couple of pieces. Phoenix gets Joseph Nurkic,
Grayson Allen, Nasir Little,
Allen.
Keon Johnson.
Yeah.
Keon Johnson. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Am I wrong for saying that? And this is if you believe the Miami offer was real, hero and draft picks, and all that. Am I just being salty here? Let me know that Portland got back, especially given the fact that they're trying to trade Drew Holiday, that Miami's was still better in my opinion.
See, I look at it a couple of ways. I see the deal. The deal, obviously, Miami put together and said, "Here, this is what we have. We're not moving." And Portland's like, "Okay, well, this is all we have." And I don't know when Milwaukee was an option. I don't know, and that's the $1 million question. Was Milwaukee always been in the background for months, just like Miami, or did Milwaukee come in the third inning and ninth inning and say, here's a package. What do you think? Holiday, like I've told everybody, shout out to Randy J. Cruz. I told him, I said, Holiday, for those that don't know, he is a defensive all-world. And, I don't know if that's addition by subtraction. You Bucks, you adding Dame, but then losing Holiday, who can guard 3 positions and also score. So when it comes to Miami, was the Miami deal better than the Bucks deal with Holiday and the draft picks?
If we believe that,
if we believe that, I don't know. And then also too, Portland's going to let Holiday walk, and the $1 million question is, where's Holiday going? Now you're a Miami fan. I would tell you and Pat Riley, put everything on Holiday and bring him to Miami.
I would too.
Put everything on Holiday. Do you know why? Because wouldn't that be fun to see a Milwaukee series? Ooh, Dame and Giannis on one side, Butler, Holiday, and Bam on the other with Hero. Ooh, just it's juicy soap opera that I would like to see. Now, mind you, Holiday, wherever Holiday lands, and I think it's going to be in the East.
Okay.
Wherever he lands in the East, it's going to be an issue for the Bucks.
Boston.
I don't know where he's going to land, but if he lands in Boston, the Bucks, y'all in trouble. If he lands in Miami, y'all may be in trouble. Even if he goes to Philly. I mean, Philly. Even if Holiday goes back to Philly, who knows? I don't know. All I know is you put Holiday with a serviceable all-star. Obviously, Miami, Bam, Butler, Boston, Jalen, Jason, Philly, Embiid. You're gonna win some games.
The nightmare scenario for me is just going to Boston, because then it puts Boston back in order again.
You see?
Yeah.
You see? So when the trade happens, like I told Randy J. Cruz, shout out, It's in the Game podcast, of course. I said I would much rather the Bucks put Middleton on the block. I'd much rather Boston put Middleton on the block. You keep Holiday, you bring in Dame. Now Holiday gets to guard the off guards. Dame gets to be some form of Curry. That's what I would envision. But whatever have you, it happens when it happens. Shout out to Dame. He's now in an environment where he gets to play with one of his favorite players. Yep. Giannis loves him. And of course, it's whether people want to argue, Dame didn't run to a championship pedigree team, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But the Bucks did not win the championship last year. They're coming off losing in the first round, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
To Miami.
Yes.
Okay. So
Miami.
There you go. So whether you want to say the Bucks and Miami are it's rivalries or maybe not, who's to say? But bottom line, it's going to be an exciting moment in the East. It's going to be exciting.
So, do you have any predictions on Drew Holiday? Will he go? Any predictions?
Man, I'm just praying that he goes to Miami.
Here's the question, and I'm for it for the record. But given how optics-wise things played out between Miami and Portland, it seemed to be a little volatile to some degree. Does Pat Riley and Joe Cronin want to even get back in the phone together to talk deal, given what happened yesterday?
Well, in my eyes, I think Portland lets Holiday go. Like, I think it's a buy. I think they're going to buy him out. I don't know how the structure works where there's maybe some time left on his deal. Who knows?
Yeah.
But, the Blazers are expected to engage contending teams on trade talks. So
right. You're
probably asking yourself, well, Pat Riley, seeing that they didn't get a deal for Dame. Pat Riley, from the history of Pat Riley, I mean, even going back to watching him, shout out to Winning Time on Showtime. Just
rest in peace.
Yeah, they canceled Winning Time, and I know why, because literally it was too true. It was too true. I have to finish my second season, but the concept is Pat Riley. He'll pivot if something's not working. He'll pivot.
Yeah,
and it's okay. Well, this is not gonna work. Let's try this. So, hey, maybe he says, you know what, we didn't get. Yeah, maybe we didn't get the deal for Dame, but we want Holiday. So let's make him an offer we can't refuse. We're not going to include Tyler, obviously, but once again, I can imagine a team with Bam, Holiday, Butler, and Tyler Hero running around in the East.
That's a problem. That's a really good team.
It's a great team. So
with the good young pieces too, and arguably the best coach in basketball, arguably. So.
Eric Spoelstra. So I'm just praying the NBA gods. I'm praying the NBA gods hear the NBA whisperer and actually listen to me when I say I need Holiday on Miami.
Are you doing a breakdown of this?
I'm going to do breakdown. I'm doing breakdowns. I'm breaking down this. I'm going to break down. Shout out to Phoenix.
Because to me, Phoenix, honestly, big winner in this deal. Because, look, it's possible that Ayton, well, it's not possible. It is true that Ayton has the largest ceiling if he wants to reach it. Nurkic want to get out of Portland. Nurkic's going to get a new lease on life now with that team. The I don't say cancer. I hate that word. But the negativity of Ayton is gone now. I think Phoenix now, if you're saying that Denver was a favorite this year to win the West again and possibly the finals, Phoenix at the very least close that gap. If not, you see 1A, 1B.
Phoenix, ever since the shout out to Monty Williams. Hopefully you're doing well up in Detroit.
Yes, absolutely.
Ever since Monty Williams benched him because Luka was giving them the business in Phoenix. Mm-hmm. Ever since he benched him, I said to myself, Shador. I said the clock is ticking.
Yep.
Because if Monty Williams is benching you and he's a player's coach, that means you are just not, you said not cancer, disruptor.
Yeah.
You disrupt.
Yeah.
You so that happened, and I said it's just a matter of time. So much so that new management came in, cleaned house with everybody who was in regular management prior. New management came in and said, "Hey guys, we're just trying to take some inventory. Who would you like to see go? Aiden, please. Booker was begging, please get rid of this guy.
Yeah,
got rid of him. Addition by subtraction. Whether Nurkic provides what Phoenix needs in a pick and roll kind of situation. Me personally, I want somebody kind of a Dwight, JaVale McGee type center in Phoenix that's going to roll.
They can still get him. Dwight's still available.
Yeah, we need that type of center in Phoenix. We need that type of center. Somebody's going to roll hard. So if they get a pick from Booker, you get a pick from KD. It's pick your poison. Who do you want to defend? So the Suns, You're great. I think, they got their bench situated. So it's going to be interesting. However, Denver is the champion until somebody beats them in 7 games. Excuse me, 4-game series. 7-game series, 4 games. Denver's the champion. All this movement in the West after further review, I don't think it's going to be any other major trades, if you will. Then again, we got Harden still out there. Sidebar, my bad.
Stay tuned.
Oh my God, I forgot. We got Harden still out there. So I was gonna say there was not gonna be no major trades, but yeah, I don't even think Harden's trade, because Dame's trade tilts teams. I don't even think Harden's trade's gonna tilt anybody, to be honest with you, at all. Wherever he goes, it's not gonna tilt it. It's not gonna be like, ooh, we're scared. Dame going to Milwaukee, that woke some people up in the East. Trust me.
Yeah. Am I wrong with thinking that this deal actually, for as good as an offseason the Lakers had, and they had a fantastic offseason. I mean, look, we're talking about Nurkic, but again, sometimes the best moves are the subtle ones.
Mm-hmm.
A move like this, paired with Denver being good, I feel like this really hurts the Lakers a lot.
Well, Lakers, they got a whole new team, so it's going to be about chemistry and coming together. Same thing with the Suns. A lot of people think you just start winning games when you just come together. No, there has to be chemistry. There has to be you have to go through some wars. There's going to be even comments like, well, how many games will the Bucks win? I expect them to be in the playoffs. I don't know how many games they're going to win. You have to have some chemistry. Dame has to get there and find out where Giannis likes the ball. Middleton has to get there and find out where Middleton's there. He has to find out where Dame likes the ball.
Yeah.
Where am I catching this when there's, who's going to take the last shot? When is they going to take the last shot? They got a new head coach who, it's a former player, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's Adrian. I forget his name. But they got a new coach in the Bucks. So there's a lot of
Adrian. Damn.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to Google him. New coach in Milwaukee, just so I can.
I won't get it right because
Adrian Griffin.
Thank you,
Adrian Griffin. Shout out to also to Coach Bud. A lot of people have to understand something, which we found out after the fact, which is interesting. Okay, the Bucks lost in the first round of the playoffs, right, to Miami. Okay,
right.
During that time, a lot of people don't know. Coach Bud lost his brother.
Yeah, car accident, right? I think it was. Yeah.
We are humans.
Yeah.
We're humans.
Yeah.
Coach Bud's mind state was not there during that series. And I understand why. Unfortunately, he lost his job because of it. But salute to you, Coach Bud. We understand why. And prayers go out to you, and you'll find another job sooner or later. I'm sure you're fine. You got the check, but I understand that. But wait, with the new coach and everything, things have to line up in terms of wins.
So, with this move being official, Milwaukee, I don't know where they were for you prior to the trade, in the pecking order of the East and ultimately the entire league. But now with this move, where are the Bucks now in your opinion? Are they the number 1 seed in the favorite in the East?
Well, yeah, we got to take baby steps in the East. Who won the championship? Who won the Eastern Conference Championship last year?
Miami Heat.
So the question would be: is as constructed right now, are the Bucks better than the Heat? And I don't know if that's the case yet because I don't know where Holiday's landing. Because if
again, the Holiday Spectre is a big one. Yes.
If Holiday lands on Miami, I'm not picking the Bucks to beat Miami in a 7-game series. I'm not. I like Miami. I like Miami.
I mean, as long as the pieces
healthy,
are still there, right?
Health pieces are there. If you're telling me, okay, Dennis, you have Middleton, Giannis, Dame versus Butler, Bam, and Holiday,
and
who you gonna go with? And I'm just like, I'm leaning by a small hair towards Miami. In terms of the East, no, I think Boston, man. I mean, Boston right now is you're gonna have to clip them first and foremost.
Well, to me, it's to me they are another Jason Tatum leap from being that team. Like to me, the one thing that holds Boston back for me and Tatum's a top 5-ish guy. I say ish because I'm not sure he'll be my top 5 going into the year, but he's in that conversation. But Tatum, and we discussed it last on the podcast. I said to you, like, you gave Jason Tatum Jimmy Butler's heart. He's the best friend in the league and ain't close. Tatum is a fantastic player. He doesn't have a dog in him. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
I feel like Tatum has another level to go to, another 2 levels to go to. That if he goes that level this year, this is why it's Milwaukee's move, because Tatum is the age, number one. You still got Jaylen Brown. You got KP now, Porzingis now in the fold. They got a solid team still in Boston.
Is that starting 5? If I'm not mistaken, I think it would be KP. Is Horford still there? Maybe. Yeah, KP, Horford, Brown. They need a point guard.
They still got Brogdon.
They still got Brock. He came off the bench though. Who's starting? Yeah. So
do they change that another year?
Because Marcus Smart left to go to Memphis. So you need a point guard. Pritchard's still there. Do you start him? I doubt it. They weren't really high on him. He was fighting to get playing time. So they need a point guard. Holiday,
Don't wish that on me, man. In Boston, don't wish that on me, man.
I said my prayers are for Miami.
And if you believe that Portland did what they did to Dame to screw Miami by doing what Milwaukee instead, if Portland's smart and they want to fuck Miami more, send Holiday to Boston. That's salt in the wound at that point.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's just now you're just like, well, Miami, kick rocks, buddy. We don't like you. We never liked you. We're not ever gonna like you. Yeah. So I mean, Boston right now. To answer your question shortly, Boston for me is going to be they have players that have played with each other for a period of time, so that chemistry is already there. Mm-hmm. So that's something that I like in terms of top team in the East. So we which is the NBA too. Also understand NBA is coming. The NBA is coming. What you have to understand too is usually by December we get an idea of what a team's going to look like.
Yeah. By
December. So these games coming up, it's going to be interesting. Shout out to Joel Embiid. I pray for you.
I was just going to get there. You're good at this because I was going to get there. To me, when I saw this move, like it wasn't that Philadelphia was in the mix anyway because of the fact that the hard stuff still hanging around now. To me, and the last time on the podcast you teased it, I feel like now with this move, this puts a bigger spectrum on Embiid's future in Philadelphia.
Domino effects.
Yes.
You. If I'm Embiid if I'm talking directly to the Philadelphia 76ers fans, if I'm Embiid, Joel Embiid, Sixers. If I'm Embiid and I'm talking to my particular fans and I'm telling them, I'm asking them a question. I'm saying to y'all, I'm like, okay, listen, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've been with you guys for 7 years.
Yeah.
I'm a former MVP. I won the MVP last year. My numbers, 27, 50% from the field, 33% from 3, 11 rebounds, 3 assists. Sixers fans, how much more do you want me to give you? And for how long? Okay. Dame gave Portland 11 years. 11.
And too many years, in my opinion. Most people say it was too many years.
Yes. 2 extra years unnecessary for me.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
2 extra years. So 7 years. It's about to be going into the 8th year. Okay. Yeah. Whether y'all can't get players to play with him or excel with him, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's him. But what I do know is, Sixers fans, Embiid is giving you everything he possibly can give you. The Sixers organization hasn't given him everything he could possibly need. Mm-hmm. At this point, don't be surprised if not after this year, he says, trade me.
No,
don't be surprised. Don't be surprised, Sixers fans. Don't be.
You teased the last time on the podcast when he came on back in August, and this is before the trade that happened yesterday. I think this trade only solidifies Philadelphia is not. I'll say it, barring a massive deal. I mean a massive deal. With Harden or whatever, they get back a whale somehow, which I don't think is going to happen because there's no one out there. I think their window is closed.
Oh no, it's close. It's close. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's closed.
close.
It's closed. It's closed. And then that's what's sad about it, because Embiid, Toronto, Kawhi killing him. That's one thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he wears his emotions to the sleeve. He's like, yo, listen. Then once again, you're Embiid talking to Sixers fans. I had to play with Ben Simmons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Not the Ben Simmons that's coming this year that's supposed to be Michael Jordan.
Allegedly.
Not that Ben Simmons. I play with a Ben Simmons who didn't want to shoot, didn't want to score in the playoffs, not in the regular season, not in preseason. I could have dealt with it then. In the playoffs, I played with him.
Mm-hmm.
Then y'all gave me James Harden. I have Tobias Harris stealing money right next to me. What do you want me to do? Yes, shout out to Tyrese Maxey. Only positive in this whole entire equation. Shout out to Tyrese Maxey. But other than that, bro, my French Cameroon African brother is fatigued to the point of Melo in the New York Knicks. His back is hurting, and he deserves better.
So you think he will concentrate after the year?
After this year, I wouldn't be surprised if he asks for the trade. The NBA Whisperers just listening to the whispers in the background and things happening when trades are happening all around you, but your team's not getting any better. Again, I'm sitting back as Embiid. I'm the MVP of the league.
Yeah.
It's me, baby.
Yeah.
That's a different conversation. I'm not the MVP of the NBA Finals. That's a different conversation for a different day. That's not the point. The point is, I'm the MVP of the league now. I'm the MVP of the league, and I can't even get players to come play with me.
Yeah.
They're going to Boston. They're going to Miami. They're going to Milwaukee. They're going to. I can't get nobody to come play with the MVP. Does that say more about him, Joel Embiid, the player? Or does that say more about the organization, the Sixers? And when you ask those two questions, and if you're Embiid and you're asking yourself that, you're like, take me out of this environment. I don't even want to have those questions associated with me.
What do you think it is, though?
For me, I think it could be the organization, because Embiid makes the game easier for you. He's going to draw double teams.
Of course.
He's going to make the game easier for you. So for players, I'm like, I don't see why it'd be an issue playing with him. I don't hear anything about him being disruptor, cancer, etc. Nothing like that. Just straight up, he wants to win.
Yeah.
So you have that, and I'm just like, well, could be the organization. It could be people looking at how they treated Ben Simmons, even though the coach is gone and everything about that is already gone. They could be looking at that and saying, I don't want to go into that environment, or I don't want the pressure of playing next to an MVP. Maybe I don't want that. But Dame said, nah, yeah. Giannis is a former MVP. He ran right over there to play with him. Mm-hmm. I mean, mind you, again, he was sent there. But in my head, Dame's like, there had to be a phone call. In my head, Dame's like, I want to go to Miami. And Bucks is like, yo, we can't take you to Miami. F them. How about the Bucks? And he was like, okay. Like in my head, that's how I envision, because if Dame is calling them a liar, if Dame's calling them a liar and saying they didn't, do what they said they were supposed to do, and I'm moving on, then I can imagine them saying, we don't want to send you to Miami. That's where you want to go. But we won't send you to Miami, but we won't send you to a cellar dweller.
Right.
We'll send you a cellar dweller. We'll send you to Milwaukee. At least you'll have a chance versus you being right there and being the favorites. And then listen, Randy was telling me like, Vegas is like, oh yeah, no, Bucks favorite to win it all. And I'm like, whoa. Slow down, Vegas. Yeah. Randy's like, well, why can't they win it all? I said, sir, you got the team called Denver that's sitting right over there. That's no one's knocked them off yet in 7 games, right? And they literally lost one player, Bruce Brown.
Yeah.
So slow down. You still got the Lakers. Literally got a whole squad that needs to gel. Slow down, okay? You don't even know what you're going to see with. Speaking about the Clippers and the Clippers and Kawhi And
GM this morning. The GM this morning.
Talk to me. What did you mentioned that earlier?
A quote. They're healthy. They're 100% healthy.
The general manager of the Lakers, the general managers of Los Angeles Clippers, the general manager currently stated that Kawhi and Paul George are completely healthy.
Yeah.
Okay, I believe that. Sure. I believe that. They're healthy now. Let's see 2 weeks into the season what happens.
And then a month after that.
Let's. Okay, that's cute. God bless you. They're healthy now. We don't care if they're healthy now. Clippers fans don't give a F if they're healthy now. They care about they're healthy in the playoffs.
and no one's even considering the Clippers as a contender at this point now. Like,
no
one is.
No.
I think the writing's on the wall. This team is it's like the Sixers. Like, this window's closed. The Clippers may have a slight door open because if they actually are healthy for some reason, maybe they can fuck some shit up. But no, I'm not trusting that.
Okay. Lord Jesus blesses me with $1 million right now. And so, okay, you have $1 million. Will you bet that Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play together all games this year? Hell no. I'm not making that bet.
Of course not.
Hell no, I'm not making that bet. Sidebar, yes, there's new rules in play that won't allow you to bench two superstars, all-stars, if you will. There are new rules in play for this year. Okay.
That's the rule?
Yeah, those are two new rules. Basically, in short, you can't, as a team, for nationally televised games, TNT, ESPN, etc., you can't bench two all-stars. Mm-hmm. And the Clippers point, your all-stars would be Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. All-star is last 3 years either All-NBA or made an all-star team.
Right.
Last 3 years. So those two. So Steve Ballmer is worth billions.
Yep.
Billions. You don't think he like, Steve, Kawhi don't want to play today. Here's the fine. Pay it.
He probably has that money budget already.
The coin. They said it was $1 million. They said it was $1 million each time. My man got $15 million just sitting right there, just chilling.
I already got it budgeted.
It's like got it budgeted from the beginning of the year, baby.
Yeah.
So if Kawhi or Paul George in a back-to-back don't want to play, guess what? We're paying that fine. Come on, daddy. We're gonna pay that fine. But again, health goes a long way when it comes to what's going to happen during the season. We saw what happened with Giannis. We saw him getting hurt, and that changed everything during that Miami playoff series. Everything. So we're going to see what happens with all these trades and all these landings and people getting hurt and healthy and chemistry. All that's going to be exciting to see during this NBA soap opera we call it season.
You just mentioned the new rules, low management rules. Your thoughts on that? You a fan of that?
Yes, I was screaming from the heavens. I said, thank you, Jesus. They've come up with something. Something. It's unfair for a regular fan who wants to take his child to go see Kevin Durant, and Kevin Durant says, I'm tired. I don't want to play today. It's unfair. It's unfair. Number one, that's to the fan. Then you have TNT, ESPN making phone calls to Adam Silver. Hello, this is Adam. This is TNT. All week we're talking about LeBron. All week. LeBron's gonna be on TNT. LeBron's gonna be on TNT. LeBron's gonna be on TNT. LeBron's out.
Yeah.
That's not good for our advertising dollar. That's not good for our partners.
It's not good for the product.
It's not good for the product. Fix it, Adam. Click. Adam took all that last year and said, all right, guys, enough is enough. We can't keep doing this. At the very least, give them one all-star, please. The
thing is, though, how do you legislate this stuff? How do you legislate that someone's
the police? I mean, they're gonna watch it. They're gonna NBA will. It's funny how things happen when it's like, every time there's a bad call and all the NBA fans see it's a bad call, it just so happens that the next day from the NBA offices, they'll be like, this official missed this call. People are watching. They're watching. So, and then also too, they made examples of, they said examples of, they made like, there were times a year ago that LeBron sat and didn't play, then the Lakers would be fined. There were examples where, or even better, you have to play more than 65 games to be available. You have to play more than 65 games to be available for the awards.
Incentivized, in other words, yeah.
So for me, Jaren Jackson playing 65 games, you're not defensive player of the year. You know who defensive player of the year for me was? Holiday.
Mm-hmm.
You dig what I'm saying?
70 plus last year, I think, right? 70 plus?
Yeah, 70 plus. So like again, Draymond, Holiday, or Giannis will win defensive player of the year 9 times out of 10 if they play more than 70 games.
Yeah, of course. Yes.
9 times out of 10 because you see they play defense, nothing but. That's what they do. So yeah, I thought the rules were needed for the integrity of the game. It saves the product, and it also helps with the casual fans, so they're not always disappointed.
Yeah. All right. A couple of things we should get you out of here. One of the big topics of the summer, and I never thought we'd get to this point where we're actually discussing this, but we're here. And I'm okay with it because you know what? Quite frankly, I'm tired of the whole Jordan LeBron thing. I've been tired of that for like 10 years. But the new topic of the summer was Magic against Curry, greatest point guard of all time.
Yes.
Where do you stand on that whole thing?
Okay, good question. So right here on the left of me, I'll pull this up here.
Top 100? Last 100?
Right here on the left of me is it's magazine Slam 100. Top 100 point guards, greatest point guards of all time. Now, I see a couple players here. I'll just read them off to you. You got Iverson, you got Steph, you got obviously Curry, you got Magic right here. Mm-hmm. So Magic, Magic right there. You got Isaiah. You got CP3. You got Stock. You got Jason. You got Elgin, right? But then you even got LeBron there.
Yeah, I know.
Because LeBron is point guard too. So Steph, Magic, not a fair comparison. Not a fair comparison. It's like apples and oranges. It's like Pluto and Mercury. It's like you're different Earths. It's not even. You got to put LeBron and Magic in the same bucket. 6'9" point guards. You have to put them in the bucket. Steph is in the Isaiah conversation. Greatest point guard under 6'4", 6'3", if you will.
Right.
That's the conversation. And it's fun for these people to put, cross-reference these planets. But to answer your question, it's not even a conversation for a debate because Curry's not coming on the court to facilitate. That's what Magic's doing.
Though he can, though.
And though he can, right? But the mentality of Steph is my team wins if I score 30. If I score 15, my team doesn't win. Like I have to be aggressive for my team to be at its optimum. Mm-hmm. I have to be a scoring aggressive for my team to be optimum, to have optimum wins. Magic, I have to make sure everybody's scoring. Everybody, not me, everyone. I have to give everybody like little nuggets.
And he still has to eat too a little bit as well.
Yeah, he has to. Yeah, he'll eat, but he's like, no. I got. Let me get you a little layup. Get you a layup. Get you a three. And so the comparison is unfair. It's unfair. Yes, Steph will go down in history as probably the top. The one behind Magic as the second best point guard of all time. He may go down as such, and that would be a hard argument for me. That would be a hard argument. I can concede that second best. It is what it is.
Wait, so you say there's no chance he'll eclipse Magic? There's no chance he could do it.
How many rings Magic got? 5.
5. Steph got 4.
Yeah. He wins his 5th.
And that's what I'm saying now. And here's the argument too for Steph also too: longevity. And I'm not saying Magic didn't stay healthy. He's retired because of the HIV, obviously.
Yes. Yeah. No. He wins a 5th. I'm sitting back like this.
Yeah.
Checking off the boxes like.
It gets tough. Because Magic, I don't know where you have him on your list all time. I got number 4 all time. Period.
Point guard.
No, period.
Oh, period. All world.
Michael, LeBron, Kareem, and Magic.
Oh, okay. He's in my 20s somewhere. All world. He's in my 20s somewhere. Maybe even top 15. Yeah, even top 15. I haven't even thought about Magic being. I mean, I got Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, Shaq. I got
Some people say it's kind of low actually in the 20s. And
yeah, I mean Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett. I mean Magic was a monster too. So it's conversation. Absolutely, is a conversation to be had. But when it comes to just the position, just the position, responsibility. It's a different conversation. There are different types of point guards. There's the Steph type of point guard. Yeah, Steph. You see Steph, John Morant, Dame. Those types of De'Aaron Fox, different type of point guard. I'm gonna score, and I'm gonna give you assists too, right?
Yeah.
And then you have Jason Kidd types.
Yeah.
My objective is not to score. It's gonna play defense, assists, push the tempo, and it's gonna be where I'm gonna affect the game in all the point guard ways, rebounding, defensive pressure, all of that without scoring. So those are different types of point guards that have been there too. So this is a new era of point guards. I'm excited about it. But the conversation about all-time point guards and Magic, different planets, man. Different planets.
I know I mentioned LeBron and MJ. Did you hear Rich Paul? Did you hear Stephen A. Smith?
Yes.
He was on Podcast P this summer, like a couple weeks ago, whatever it was.
Yes.
And he was they were talking about MJ and LeBron, the whole argument. And you know where Stephen A. lies on that one.
Yes.
But apparently he has spoken to Rich Paul over the summer.
Yes.
Rich Paul had apparently got mad at Stephen A. because Stephen A. put Michael 1, LeBron 2.
Yes.
And Rich Paul basically took that as disrespect to LeBron.
Sure. He can take it. Yeah.
And Stephen A. said, "Get the fuck out of my face, that shit."
Yeah. He can take it.
Like seriously, like whatever you may stand on the argument of LeBron and MJ all the time, all that. Why is Rich Paul getting mad about his boy being the second greatest player of all time? Why is that an insult?
Because that's his man. That's the only reason. That's the only answer.
Get over
rap. That's it. That's the only reaction. Like it's like, bro, they have Jordan signs on football teams.
Yeah.
On soccer teams. Like it's okay to say LeBron's 1B. It's okay to say LeBron, Jordan's 1A. It's okay.
And I'm the guy who loves LeBron over Jordan personally, although I think Jordan's the greatest of all time. But at the same time, I'm thinking to myself, like, that's not an insult.
I can't even put it again. I'll sit across Chris Paul and I'll sit across LeBron James. Because when I talk on podcasts and the world and I put it to there, I like to talk like if I'm sitting in front of the person. So if they were sitting in front of me, I'd be like, again, the concept is very simple. You're one of the greatest NBA players I've ever seen in my entire life. You haven't been the only one to play NBA basketball.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan is the greatest NBA player I've ever seen in my life. You, LeBron, you have all the talent in the world, all the attributes, etc. There's one thing you're missing, and that's what I'd like to call it the Jordan Mamba mentality. And let me rephrase. You've had it. You turn it on and off.
Yeah.
LeBron, you have it. You turn it on and off.
Yeah.
Jordan and Kobe, there's no off switch.
Yeah.
For me, that's what separates you, LeBron, from Jordan and Kobe. That's what separates y'all. Mm-hmm. Jordan and Kobe were winning at all costs. Winning at all costs. I'm going to attack you every possession. Mm-hmm. We've seen that with LeBron in Cleveland. We've seen that with LeBron with the Heat. We've seen that even with LeBron with early Cleveland when he was going against Detroit, one of the best defensive teams at the time that won the chip. The man gave him 29 straight. Without blinking. Detroit was like, all right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to be the best defensive team in the world. All right. Tayshaun, go ahead. All right, move. Tayshaun, you right. Rip. You try. Chauncey, go. Chauncey, you got it. Chauncey. All right, okay. Stop the guards. We need big men. McDice, go over there.
Yeah.
All right, well, it's a... it's a 45 on that head top. But that's LeBron I want to see every night. And I don't see him. So I can't put you over Jordan. Or I can't put you over Kobe.
Oh,
for me.
LeBron lost to. Wow.
For me, it's literally Jordan, Kobe, LeBron. You know,
I know that.
Like that. You know, I mean, I'm not going to just generalizations, no positions involved, etc. Like, I'm just like, yo, listen, dominance is dominance. But Paul, you're biased, baby, and that's okay. That's okay, baby. You know what I mean? You biased. It's all right. It's all right. It is what it is.
I just let Steve J told him shut the fuck up. I love that part because honestly, it's like stop. You know, like it's not an insult.
It's not an insult
I'm the guy
at
that
all.
says that Jordan number one, but my only pushback on the whole Jordan LeBron argument is that it's a lot closer that people get credit for, and not only that, LeBron it's still fluid. If LeBron wins a ring or two, we're having a conversation. I'm sorry,
100%.
The one thing LeBron has is longevity. Number one, number two, he's still a top 10 player in entering his 40s,
and 100%. And then again, once again, we can say LeBron never did what Jordan did. In a couple of statements, but we can say Jordan has never did what LeBron did in a couple of statements. So, you know, it could go back and forth like a tennis match.
Yeah. All right, man. One last thing to get out of here. And we're inching closer to the NBA season. You know, some of the content we've been doing now this week is, you know, slowly getting to the NBA season. Next week, I'll do my season preview with my boys on my show. I'm just going to ask you off the rip. You have to put some thought into it. Give me 3 League Pass teams that you're looking forward to watching for whatever reason, whether or not you enjoy watching them, the narratives, all that. Give me 3 League Pass teams this year. You're like, yeah, these 3 teams I'm really keyed in on in 2023-24.
Number 1, OKC, baby.
Yep.
OKC, baby. I was so upset that Chet got hurt last year. Pissed me off.
Yep.
But he's back. Back with Giddey. Back with Dort. Back with SGA. It's going to be a season of epic proportions. So OKC, I can't wait to watch them. Orlando. A lot of people don't think Orlando. Let me tell you something.
I'm making a play in this year, actually.
The Wagner brothers. They went and played overseas. Got a little confidence. Okay. Got Banchero. USA went overseas, got some confidence too as well, right? Okay. Then you got Markel Fultz coming back, fully healthy. Cole Anthony.
Another year Paulo too.
No, listen, Orlando's going to be very, very, very sexy. And my last pick.
They were actually really frisky last year too. They had some moment. I remember they had to beat the Bucks last year a couple times.
No, they was going to work. No, they were going to work. My last one. The Spurs. I need to see what Wembanyama is going to do. I need to see if he's going to, how many games he's going to play. I want to see what go-to moves he has. I want to see how they utilize him because he's planning on playing with France too next year. So that's going to be interesting to see him playing a whole NBA season, then going to France and playing with France in FIBA ball. So it's going to be interesting. So I was fighting between them and Minnesota because of Anthony Edwards, but I really can't stand Gobert. So I'm not going to watch. I'm not going to watch Minnesota. I'm going to watch freaking the Spurs.
So let me ask you this: you mentioned the rule changes stuff in the 65 game barometer
minimum
for players to get awards. I ask you this real quick before we get out of here: Victor Wembanyama over under 65 games. Does he play more 65 or under 65?
He's not going to hit 65.
Because of what? Because of injuries or because of his coach?
He's going to be injured.
Okay.
Not that I wish anything on him. Praise Jesus. Not that I wish anything on the name of Father, Son, Holy Ghost. I don't wish anything on that man.
Right.
Knock.
Right.
Knock. Not right. Don't wish anything. But he does say that Europe all a little more physical. God bless. All right. So let's just see. But the NBA, he's a little frail. It's a little frail. So you're dealing with somebody who's light, who's light in the ass, very move pause, could be moved around very, very easily. So I don't know if he's going to be able to take advantage of the bigs. And I don't know if he's going to be crafty enough to get a guard on him and go to work on the wing. We're going to see. Because a couple of times in preseason or a couple of games that I saw him play, he would try to get guards and try to do this. And I'm just like, no, that's not going to work in the NBA. You got to get a guard. And you just got to put your back on him and bring him down to get him to work. So we'll see what happens. Those are the 3.
And that coach.